Why are we so fascinated with Marilyn Monroe, Oprah, or Angelina Jolie? They just seem to have that it factor. So here to discuss how to know what you really want and how to get it is success coach Vanessa Horn. Vanessa, you look fabulous this morning.
Thank you. We know it when we see it, don't we?
We do.
That woman who has what we want. She turns heads.
Yes.
She's magnetic. She has that je ne sais quoi.
Right.
And we say, I'll have what she's having.
Yes.
As a success and life coach over the last 8 years, I've worked with thousands of women. And that we really struggle with knowing what do we really want and how do I create that? And the problem is we're turning to things like magazines and things like this that all they do is perpetuate what I call the if-only syndrome.
The if only. So you have a list of the top 5 if onlys that women, we do this all the time, all day long, it seems like. You're absolutely right.
The top 5 if onlys, which are creating conditions for our fulfillment and happiness, are if only I were more beautiful, if only I had a better body, if only I had true love, if only I had more money, if only I had more success, then I would be fulfilled and happy.
Right.
But it's unnecessary. We can truly have that today. I know for me, what I struggled with my own life was this feeling of chasing more and more success and putting so much identity in that and finding that there was an emptiness. I was pursuing things that weren't really my heart's desire because I didn't pause long enough and say, Vanessa, what do you really want? If this were the last year of your life, what would you create instead? Let go of the expectations of others. Let go of what anybody else's agenda might be for you and pursue what's true for yourself. And so that's what brought about the creation of my book, I'll Have What She's Having. And in it, I have the want formula for knowing what you really want and how to create it.
And I love that because when Harry met Sally, we all love that line, I'll have what she's having. So very cute. The want formula, let's get into this, the W.
Worthiness. The number one thing is believing our deservedness for what we want in life. Too many times people are chasing things to prove to somebody else, hey, I'm good enough. Well, what if we dropped that?
Right.
What if we really believed, okay, I can have what I want and I can have it today? A, act as if. What do you anticipate you'll feel on the other side of achieving a goal or something that you want, and bring those feelings into today? With all of your senses, imagine, so let's say someone wants to lose 15 pounds, imagine how will you walk, how will you talk, how will you act after you reach that goal, and start acting that way now. I beg to differ with our founding fathers because they said that we had the right to the pursuit of happiness. But it's the pursuit of happiness that keeps it at bay. If it had been our founding mothers, they would have said, girlfriend, let's be happy now.
Very cute, yeah.
And never compare. Women on average.
It's such a tough one. I mean, you're absolutely right. We do this all day long, comparing ourselves to these women, to television. How do we not do it?
And social media. They spend an average, studies show women spend an average of 3.2 hours a day on social media. Psychologically, they're comparing the best of everybody else's life to the worst of their own.
Right.
It puts them in a spectator role rather than a creator role. T, be true to yourself. The number one regret expressed by people at the end of their life was that they wish they'd pursue a life that was true to themselves, not what everybody else expected of them. We sometimes go through life saying, okay, what do you want of me? What do you want of me? And we create these masks thinking that's what makes us acceptable and lovable. Drop the masks. I love what Howard Thurman says. He says, what makes you come alive? Go do that. Because what the world wants are people who are fully alive. And that, when we walk from that place, it has the world say, hey, I'll have what she's having.
Which I love that. That's so cute. And that is one of my favorite movies, When Harry Met Sally. What other tips, real quick, are in your book that we can, you know, benefit from?
The book is about how do we become that woman we want to be while loving the woman we are. And the bottom line is, like, I'll give you what the punchline is. The woman we want to be is really already inside of us if we will just let her out. I don't even like to say I'm a personal development coach because that's like, oh, I have to develop and be somebody else that I'm not. No, the best of us is already inside of us if we shed all the expectations, shed all of the pain or anything else of life that's been holding us back and say, hey, this were the last year of my life, how would I show up? If not now, when? Let's go and do it.
Right. Is there a woman or celebrity that you look up to, admire, you're like, hey, she's amazing, more women should be like her?
You know what? I really am a fan of Audrey Hepburn. I love because she talks about women, the beauty of a woman being in her soul. And I really believe that that's where it's found and it is exuded. It comes out in our exterior.
All right. And tell our viewers where they can go for more tips from you and where they can pick up your book.
VanessaHorn.com. You can I'll have what she's having, get access there, and also a Discover Your Purpose, a free worksheet that I've given for people to walk through and discover what that is for themselves.
Wonderful. All right. Vanessa Horn, you're fabulous. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure to be here.